Alright, we'll need a waist tape and some measuring tape to get started. Wear a bra and like a nice fitted camisole or tank top or something. And let's tie the waist tape around the natural waist. This is usually a couple inches above your belly button. Right around the bottom of your rib cage, above the pelvic bone on the side. So the first thing we're going to measure is the bust. This is right around the fullest point of the bust, with the tape straight across the back. Next we're going to do a front bust, so center one end of the measuring tape under your arm, right about where a side seam would be, and then measure straight over the fullest part of the bust over to the other side seam. Next, let's measure around the waist. This is snug but not too tight. We just want the natural waist measurement. Then after you've got that number, if you want, you can go ahead and suck it in and pull the tape tight, or we can just take away 1 or 2 inches from your natural waist measurement. Next, we're going to measure the side length. So from the level where you took the bust measurement, measure down to the waist. And it's hard if this is a little bit longer. Most people reduce a little bit lower than their natural waist. Next is the center front length, which is going to go from about bust level where you took that measurement down to the pubic bone. This is the center back length. So from about mid-shoulder blades, or even a little higher depending on how high you want them, go all the way down to waist and then to the tailbone. Next is a little measurement that is, we're calling it the back side length. It's from this hip bone that sticks out in the back, right about where a side seam would be, or right about where a side back seam would be. We're going from that center back at the top diagonally over to that hip bone. Next, we're going to measure for the armholes. For the front armhole, we're going to start at the center front at the level where we took that bust measurement at the beginning and measure over to where you want the armhole cut out to be. This is going to be about 1 inch in front of where your arm rests. We don't want it to go all the way to the arm because then it will cut in. You need to measure the same thing for the back. So for the back armhole, it can be a little tricky by yourself. I like to just use a mirror, put the tape like this, and that way you can measure from the center back over to where you want the back armhole cut out to stop. It's usually small. It's usually like 3 to 5 inches. And that is all the measuring for stays. Thank you so much.